It's World Hepatitis Awareness Day, and the Needle Exchange Program New Zealand is keen to get their voice heard. The Needle Exchange Program began in 1988 and since then has become dedicated to protecting the nation against bloodborne viruses. They say they have not only saved thousands of lives through the program, but millions of taxpayer dollars, with every dollar spent on the program saving $20 in healthcare costs down the track.
The Needle Exchange Program was set up in 1988, ostensibly around the HIV epidemic that was threatening, the global situation back then. And since then, we've become basically a bloodborne virus prevention program, and we look after the health and well-being of the vulnerable population, and that is people who inject drugs.
And Charles says although drug users are more at risk, there are still chances to contract the virus, like through receiving tattoos in unsanitary conditions.
Absolutely. Anything that involves blood-to-blood is a risk situation. So anything that involves the presence of blood going into somebody else's blood has a risk profile if somebody has been exposed to hepatitis C and is carrying the virus. So tattooing is most certainly a risk factor, and research indicates that.
Their research indicates around 50% of people that come into the Needle Exchange program have hepatitis C. This is reduced from 75%. The consequences of hepatitis C are liver disease and death. He says the disease's profile in New Zealand is similar to those of other developed countries.
The overall incidence of hepatitis C amongst the adult population nationally is 1.5%. So if you go on that figure, that's around about 50,000 individuals. And that's, if you compare that to HIV in New Zealand, there's about 1,200 individuals with HIV/AIDS. So the comparison is quite startling, really.
The program calls to educate the wider public about the disease, with many people that have contracted Hep C becoming stigmatised.
The take-home message I would like to say is that we need to make sure that we reduce the stigma and discrimination as much as we can and try and get past the behaviour of injecting drug use and treat people as human beings, and that as a human being they deserve the same sort of health services as any New Zealander would.
Chelsea Daniels, CTV News.